What's up everyone, Hunter here with Technical Gaming, and today I wanted to do a short little video talking about some cool operator ideas that I have either thought about or that I've seen talked about online somewhere. And I wanted to just kind of make this video because we have some new operators right around the corner, at least we supposedly do, as long as Ubisoft doesn't want to fuck us over again. And as long as that doesn't happen, then we should be getting new operators anytime now, and I'm extremely excited about that. I'm sure everyone else is as well. But this video is not to predict the operators that we're about to get or anything like that. Obviously, Ubisoft should already have all of that figured out, again, as long as they're not going to screw us over again. But this video is just to propose some ideas that I think would be really cool for future operators. Maybe we'll see them sometime in the future, maybe we won't, but I think these are cool ideas that I just kind of want to throw out there and maybe start getting talked about a little bit more. So let's go ahead and jump into this video talking about the first operator idea that we have here. Now, I do want to be clear that this is not my original idea. Some of the others are my own ideas, but this one is not. I don't remember where I saw it, but I believe it was in one of the the YouTube comment sections for like a Matimio or Macy J video, or it might have been on a forum online somewhere, so I'm not positive, but it was something like that, so just keep that in mind. I'm not trying to make you guys think that this is my own original idea. Anyway, what this idea is an operator that has a drone that can actually have a live feed, so like on your screen at all times you'll have a live feed of what your drone sees. And this is a really cool idea to me. I never heard about this until I saw it somewhere online just the other day, and I thought it was extremely cool. I had never heard anything like this before, and usually I'm not a huge fan of drone ideas. I know a lot of people try to propose like different drone ideas all the time, like drones that can shoot, drones that can, you know, do this or that, and usually I'm not a huge fan of it. I think, you know, people can be a little bit more creative and come up with different ideas, but I think that this one is a very cool idea, and I think it's actually quite a reasonable idea, not something that's too outlandish or anything for this game. I think it would be something that could be balanced out pretty easily. Maybe let's just say you have two of these drones and they work somewhat like how a Twitch drone works. It's very silent because you don't want to get it shot too easy. And if it's loud, then it's just going to get shot and your operator will be useless very quickly. But if it's pretty quiet, maybe it can't jump to kind of balance it out a little bit more. So it's quiet, it can't jump. It's very similar to a Twitch drone. It doesn't have that big red light, but maybe it has just like a very subtle white light coming from it, something like that. I think that would make this operator very useful. You could keep it in the objective or somewhere, so whenever you want to just take a peek at it, you can see where some of the enemy operators are on the objective, and it'll be a lot easier, especially if it comes down to like a 1v1 situation or like a 1v3 or something like that. Whenever you're on offense and you're the only guy left and there's like a bunch of people just sitting on objective waiting to kill you for whenever you come in, I think this would be very helpful in that kind of situation. And I mean, it can be helpful in a lot more situations, so I think this is an extremely cool idea. I do think the hardest part about this is, you know, trying to figure out where you would have the live feed showing. Like, obviously it'll have to be somewhere on your screen at all times, unless you maybe just like clicked a button and it could just pop up on somewhere on your screen. Like if you click like the D-pad or on keyboard, like say you click like 6 or 7 or something like that, and it would just pop up somewhere on your screen. I think that would be, you know, a pretty cool idea also. But something like that I think would be really cool, and I just saw this the other day and I thought it was such a cool idea. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this one, especially down below, because I think this is the coolest one in this video and one of the coolest operator ideas that I've heard in a long time. So I was really excited about this one. I'd love to hear your feedback about this one down below, and hopefully one day we'll actually see an operator like this in Rainbow Six Siege. So now let's go ahead and talk about what the defensive operator would be able to do. So I do want to let you guys know that I only have 2 idea proposals here, just because I'm talking about them a little bit more and I don't want this video to go too long, as well as ideas for operators are just kind of hard to come up with. But anyway, let's talk about this defensive operator. So what this operator would be able to do is enhance other defensive operators' abilities. So I have seen this idea floating around a bit online recently, but I've actually had this one in my head for a long time. I've thought about this and I've had this in my head for a while, so I'm not stealing this from anyone or anywhere. I want to let you guys know that, but I have seen it float around a bit. I've seen it talked about a little bit, so I want to let you guys know that. But basically, just to give some examples, this operator would be able to enhance any gadget that any other defensive operator has. So say you have a Tachanka on your team, and what this operator would do is, you know, maybe you got to hold down a button, kind of like how you do for reinforcements. You hold down the button on the turret and it would start like doing some kind of animation to put wheels on the turret, and he would actually be able to move the turret around. So it would be a really cool enhancement for Tachanka, and I think this would be a very difficult operator to do, just because it would require so many different animations and different things. Like Ubisoft would have to come up with different ideas to enhance every single defensive operator's gadgets, and I think that would be really difficult, and it would introduce some maybe overpowered operators whenever you do this. So I think this would be a very unlikely operator to get, but I think it would be an extremely cool one because it would bring in so much more depth into this game, and that's why I would love to see this operator, just because it would bring in so much more to this game. Just with this one operator, there would be so many more possibilities. There would be different combos and different strats that you can do, and I think it would be extremely cool. Again, I don't think it's likely. It would require so much work on Ubisoft's part, but I would love to see it, and I think it would just be an operator that could bring in so much fun into this game. So just to give some more ideas of what this operator could do, say you have a Jaeger on your team and you enhanced his gadgets. So what his gadget would be able to do is just intercept more grenades or intercept them at longer ranges than it already can. I think that would be a really good idea. Or if you enhanced Mute's gadget, you would just be able to jam up drones at larger distances. Like, these ideas are extremely simple, so I don't think the coming up with an idea part is the difficult part, but just doing the work that goes into actually making the enhancement happen in game. So like all the coding and that sort of stuff, I think that's where the real work would be, because honestly, coming up with the ideas, I just came up with those at the top of my head. It's really not that difficult, but unfortunately I just don't ever see Ubisoft actually taking on the challenge to do this, even though it would be such a cool operator to bring into the game with all the new strategies and everything that would come along with this operator. But anyway guys, that's about it for this video. I would love to know what you guys think about these ideas, so please leave them down in the comment section. I really would love to know. Other than that, if you're not subscribed, get subscribed, and if you are subscribed, then hit that little bell button so you can get notifications of whenever I upload a video. Also, hit that like button if you guys did enjoy this video. But anyway, I think that's it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.